You. Hello, my name is Francois, and I am from Paris, and I'm currently watching a Parisian art movie. Now, you would. This one is wild, man. Check it out. Look at this. Oh, whoops. Okay, that's the title. I just joking. But anyway, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to review the new movies coming out on television this week because they don't come out to theaters no more. We just see them on the telephone or television or any Napster or something like that. Because it is much more interesting if you watch movies by yourself now. Because you don't have to buy popcorn or spend all that money on a girl that you take to the movie with you and then have to pay attention to her and the movie at the same time. I mean, you just try doing that sometimes because it's very hard. Like this movie right here. Ah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. You don't know what you're watching. Is it a comedy? Looks pretty funny to me. And then I saw on some of the, oh, look at that. That was pretty cool. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at well, movies just have such exciting stuff. It's all exciting, so exciting that I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like, whoa, yeah, man, she's difficult. That's why I not take a woman to movie no more because then they make you think you're stupid. And they don't know what the heck they're watching either. So, but they know how to make a man look stupid. All they have to do is say, huh, "What, you don't know? I should go to a movie with someone else then, because you are not smart. You're stupid. Yeah, like Americans." Ah, boy, I got to tell you, uh, it's crazy, man. You know what I saw today? I saw today an ad for a movie for Will Smith. And when he's a movie to play two parts, one part he's himself, and the other part he plays himself. Pretty crazy, huh? So Will Smith, after slapping that guy Chris Rock in the face at the Oscars, and quite frankly, if Chris talked about my wife like that, I would slap him too. But I think Chris Rock really liked it because it made him famous. I mean, everybody thinks he's funny, but I didn't know everybody knows Chris Rock is not funny. He's like, he says all this stuff that he thinks is funny, like, and the way he talks is like, you're already supposed to think it's funny before it's funny, and you're like, wow, this guy ain't funny. That's why I never watched Chris Rock, but I think Will Smith is funny, especially when he was playing that stupid kid in that movie, in that TV show, where he's a stupid guy doing stupid things until like the end of an episode, and then he like plays Beethoven on the piano, and then the rich lawyer guy, it's a fantasy, but the rich lawyer guy, the other black guy in the movie, he plays like lawyers all rich, and they live in Beverly Hills, which is so funny. I mean, that just makes the whole movie funny. Right off the bat, I mean, a TV show. Because everybody knows no black people live in Beverly Hills. I mean, they do, but they don't live in the right part of Beverly Hills. They live like Sunset, between maybe Sunset and La Cienega, and even like Truesdale Estates or something like that. But they don't live in like, Wilshire, like Beverly Hills, like Coldwater Canyon, and that's not Beverly Hills. You got to get way out there near Westwood, before Westwood, when you hook into the flat part, the part that's not got a bunch of hills on it, and got big gates and stuff where they don't let the black people come in, and it's not like I'm saying if you're black that you can't live there, but I'm saying that they don't let the black people live there because you don't see black people there unless they're like gardening or something. It's just the truth. I'm not saying it because I do it. I'm poor. In fact, I'm not even cool enough to work there. I mean, they look at me and they go, "Oh, you must be stupid because you're not rich and you're white, and you should be rich if you're white in America." But I'm not. I'm too stupid. So anyway, Will Smith plays himself and then plays himself. Pretty big stretch, because it's rather hard to play yourself and yourself. And two different people who are the same because they're clones. So, and that's the big hook. I know it's right at the end of the movie, like they're both clones. I know it. That's the only thing. Come on, it's a movie, and they have to make a hook. At the end, they have to get you like the Tom Cruise movie, Oblivion, where all of a sudden he's himself and then he plays himself and it's the same guy because they're both clones and they do that. Now that they got that formula, they're just going to keep copying it. Now it's a black guy does. So, first it was the white guy and they find out like, hey, can he pull that off? Can he play himself and himself? Because, it must be difficult, to be like me going, "Hey, how are you? My name is Francois." And then me going, "Hey, how are you? My name is Francois." But doing it the same. So it's so much the same that people think, "Ooh, he has got depth in his character because he is able to play two people the same way. Exactly perfect. Hard to do. Unless you're not a clone." Now that's very nice, the rub. Anyway, I just wanted to say that right now we're starting a new service, which is Francois's critiques of movies. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you all about them and whether they're funny or not, because quite frankly, I know what's funny or not. I'm not funny, but I know what is funny, because when something, if I'm sitting here and I'm like, and I start to laugh, it's funny. I don't laugh at things that aren't funny because, why? I'm alone. Why would I laugh at something that's not funny? That's how I know. And, and interesting, like the movie's supposed to be interesting. Like the idea that Will Smith is playing himself and playing himself. And wait till they have Will Smith playing himself too. It's going to be three of them. How much you? Let me ask you something. If you're an actor and you are playing yourself, and then you play yourself, do you get paid twice as much? I mean, I think you should, man, because that'd be like Will Smith would be breaking in the cash. It'd be like $50 million to pay Will Smith, and then another $50 million to pay Will Smith's clone. Especially if you got to go for like such a big stretch like Will Smith did, which he plays himself, playing himself. That's hard to do. I could try it again, but that would just be redundant. It'd be like a Bellini film. You ever seen a Fellini film? They're very, very strange. In fact, Fellini film is exactly what I'm talking about. When you never take a girl to see a Fellini movie, because you never know what's going to happen. It could be very crazy. Yeah, I mean, like crazy, like you don't know what's gonna happen because it could be like, lots of strange kinds of sex. Phew, I mean, they had this one, and I had to leave. It was so gross, man. The guy was fucking himself. Yeah, I know that's not funny because I'm not a comedian. So anyway, I'm just telling you I'm going to be critiquing movies and critiquing Hollywood and the people in Hollywood because I worked in Hollywood my whole life, so I know all these people. I know what they do in private. I know who they are as people. Like, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, uh, I don't want you to like me or put any subscriptions in because I don't want to be bothered by you stupid Americans, okay? So, like, don't bother me, please. I'm trying to do some serious work here and I don't need you loading my telephone up with all kind of unwanted, liking me stuff. I mean, I don't want to be liked. I'm a critic. And critics should never try to be liked, otherwise they compromise their integrity. So I'm not going to do that. Don't you dare like me. Good night. By the way, the Will Smith movie looks really good because he's like doing all this new type of fighting stuff where it's not like John Wick. It's like he's got his own style where he's like Will Smith, badass guy who fights even better than John Wick. I mean, he should because it's like a futuristic thing. Plus, it's another movie, and plus, after copying John Wick in every other movie in Hollywood for about 10 years, somebody had to try something different. So Will Smith like pulled this one right out of his ass. What he did was he like, I'll give you a clue. This is a little, what do they call that? What do they call that when you tell what's happening in the movie before people see it? I should know this being a critic, but I don't care. What does that mean? You don't like me because I don't know that? I don't care. It's not that's what people like normal people who want to say things that other people say first, and then you say it, but you like I said it first, but I was just holding it in because I didn't want to say it public because I'm too cool. Nah, I have no idea. What do they call that, man? Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. They call it telling you what the movie is before you watch it, and so you like tell you what the ending is. I don't know what the ending is because I only watch a little bit of the movie, but I can tell you whether it's good or bad just watching a little bit. So it looks like a good movie. And Will Smith played a couple guys, and sometimes he look old, so make he look young. Sometimes he looks like him. Sometimes he looks like him. It's pretty interesting. Don't bring a girl because she will ask you for popcorn and Coca-Colas and stuff like that. And by the time you're done, you have to mortgage your house and pawn your car. Forget it. Anyway, Will Smith playing Will Smith. Go see it because he's the only guy that got balls big enough to slap a guy at the Oscars and still work. I mean, think about it, man. He filmed this movie after he did that. That's pretty badass. So just for that, I go see the movie just to see, like, maybe he had to, like, this way you could tell whether or not he's really in charge of his own acting, really, movie stuff, because otherwise he'd be like Uncle Tom guy, and then he'd be acting like the way they want him to act, not the way he wants to act, because they say, hey, you slapped Chris Rock on stage in the Oscars, you want to work, and then you act my way. And he'd be like, no, fuck you. I got enough money, and Jada, she makes a lot of money every night. I mean, come on. What is it? I know guys paid $25,000 for that. 50. It used to be 25 when I worked in Hollywood, and that was like 25 years ago. So you figure with inflation, she'd probably make a 50 grand, 100 grand a night. And then with the filming and all the stuff and the blackmail, and there's a lot of money in this stuff. Influence peddling. Maybe they were doing that. That's why he's working. Does he know Pete Diddy? I don't know. Anyway, get back to me. This is Francois Critics. Go see Will Smith's new movie. Good movie.